there is TV. Hello my viewer, a very warm welcome to my channel. I'm Fena Nekesa, and in case you're new here, yes, that's my name. I'm Fena Nekesa and I'm a digital content creator. Yes, today I'm calling myself a digital content creator. It's not like me, I don't call myself that, and I'm so excited to be here today and talk to you. And if you're new, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, kindly hit that subscribe button, like my video, and also comment down there and tell me your ideas, your whatever thing you have to tell me. I'm ready and I'll receive it and I'll comment back. So today I'm just so very excited. I can't even tell the last time I sat here and recorded a video to you guys. Like, it's been a minute, and I'm back. It's a new year. Oh, happy new year 2023. This is my first video, like, for the new year, my first sit down video, and I'm so excited for it. Today I'm just here to talk about the new year. The year is still so young, and I know we have so many plans. Like, people like me, you know, sometimes you take a notebook or you take your journal and you start writing your resolutions and what you want to achieve and all. But here we are in 2023, and most of the time, sometimes we find ourselves that we've written a lot of things that we want to achieve in a certain year, and we end up not achieving anything. And it's not bad, it's not like it's wrong. We learn by mistakes, and just to share some few tips that are going to help you, that are going to carry you through this new year 2020. Before I do a video, I just like to sit down and start writing some key points down so that I may be able to read and remember what I'm supposed to say. You know, sitting here and facing this camera and start talking to yourself. You know, don't have anybody that is watching, you're just talking to yourself. But when this video reaches to you, that's when I get people to hear, to listen to what I'm talking about. So it's not easy. So sometimes you tense, so you have to write some key points down for you to be reading and talking about. And this is life. Yes, this is it. And with no further ado, let me get into it. I know the year 2023 is still young and so fresh. Today is date 11. The year has not gone so much. It's January date 11, and they are still so young. And I know that you have so many things, like to come at Mimi. I know sometimes you just sit down and say, this year I want to do this, and you know, you even take a book, you even take your diary and write the things you want to do this year. And sometimes you find yourself like, you may accomplish some, and some you have not accomplished. And I know that even you, maybe you've written what you want to achieve in 2023, or maybe you had written in 2022 and you accomplished some, and the some you did not accomplish. So it's never too late. It's never too late to start again. It's never too late to dream again. Well, I'm just here to tell you that it's never too late. It's never too late to dream again. It's never too late to write your dreams down and work on them. I know, like, maybe the reason why you did not accomplish whatever you had written, it's because of the small things that maybe are pulling you behind without your knowledge. And you know, if you have the ability, I usually say that if you have the ability to do something, do it. From that small thing, God is going to bless you through it. Sometimes you want to do something, like when the year starts, you're planning to do something, and maybe you fail because of the small things that I mentioned earlier. And sometimes you don't need to focus on the small things. Like this time round, why don't you plan your year differently? Like, why don't you plan your year differently? By saying that, I mean, you can take a note, or you can take your diary and write down the things that are pulling you behind, that have been pulling you behind, the things that have been preventing you from achieving what you wanted to achieve. And you write them, maybe you know the things that have been pulling you behind. You write them down and look at them and see, why are these things pulling me behind? Why are these things causing things not to happen the way I've planned? And by doing that, you'll focus more on wanting to achieve what you want. than the things that are pulling you behind. I think that's going to help. Like, you just focus on what you want to do and leave alone those things that are pulling you behind. I came across this note somewhere and I had to write it down, and it was saying how to stay poor in 2023. You know, sometimes you might be poor not because you're not able to come out of it, not because you're not able to come out of it, but because you're focusing on the things that are pulling you behind, because you're focusing on what people are saying, because you're focusing on the small things that do not even matter. Number one key point that might make you to not to achieve what you have for this year, number one key point that will make you stay poor, rather, point is waiting on miracles. You know, sometimes we dwell so much, you know, waiting on miracles is not bad. Yes, you know, all of us, some of us are religious, and we're made to believe that miracles are there, of course. And I haven't said that miracles are not there. Miracles are there, but we dwell so much on depending on the miracles rather than working hard. You know, sometimes you have to push yourself. You have kujituma. Without kujituma, some things will not just happen out of nowhere, you know. Like, let's say, for example, you have a child, you want to take them to school, you want to take them to school you want to take them to school for them to start schooling, and you're waiting for a miracle. Like, how do you know, I'm not saying that miracles are not there, but you just can't sit and wait until that time that the child is supposed to be going to school. Like, you're just there, you're just seated, you're not planning, you're not saving, or you're not doing anything. You're just waiting for that time, and you wait for something called miracle. You know, miracles are there, but sometimes you have to push yourself into achieving what you want. You know, for that child to go to school, you have to work hard, you have to save, you have to buy uniform, you have to buy books, you have to save for the school fees, and all that. Some things work when you push yourself. Some things just work out when you push yourself, ukijituma. And another key point that I have here is blame others for your problems. Like, blaming others for your problems. Those are, you know, we as humans, sometimes we tend to, even me, like, it's not like I'm rich, that's why I'm sharing these ideas with you. I'm also working towards getting out of poverty, and I'm also working towards being successful. And blaming others for your problems, sometimes people can pull you back, but don't focus on what somebody has done to you. Like, tuseme you've gone somewhere, elafu umeibiwa simu, umeibiwa pesa zote zenye ulikuwa nazo, umeibiwa, like, everything has been stolen. You're not just going to sit there and wait for, like, I don't know, like, and wait for a miracle to happen. You have to pick up yourself from where you are and start doing something that will work towards making you achieve what you've planned. Like, hawezi kaa tu. Like, let's just stop blaming people for let's just stop blaming people for the problems you're going through. And I know it's not easy, like, it's not easy not to blame someone, or because watu wanatukosea in so many different ways, and maybe the reason why somebody is where they are is because of someone, and so many things are pulling us behind, including people. But here tunaambiwa, don't blame people for your problems. Instead, focus on building yourself. Focus on beating something that you don't want. Focus on that work that you're doing. Focus on that business that you're doing that is bringing income. Focus on those things that are positive. Another thing is watch TV the whole day, like, or focusing on those things that are not important, you know. Television is not important. Watching television is not bad, but you should have limits on the time you're putting into that thing, into maybe your phone, your television. You can't just stay in the house. I don't know, like, how can somebody just stay, you know, you can't stay in the house and focus on those small things, like on those beneficial things like watching television, staying on your phone, and maybe doing nothing that is bringing in income, and expect for the bills to be paid, ama sijui zijilipe, ama expect like somebody will come from somewhere and pay your bills and feed you, like, and you're a grown up. You have to send yourself, like, you kama una kazi, amka, like, go out there, look for work. There's no way that you'll go today, you go looking for a work, you go looking for a job and you don't find, and then you go tomorrow, you don't find a job that you're looking for. Go, if you persist and go, like, if you make it a habit that you go out there and look for work, there's this one day that you'll get work. Sometimes ni venye too, like, some of us are just lazy. You don't want to work, and without working, there's no way you're going to survive without a job, because you're getting paid through working, and nobody is going to pay you just because you're sitting there, you're watching television. Nobody is going to pay you for watching television. You have to send yourself and work for you to earn money that will sustain you in this Nairobi, in this country, in this world. Because in this world, without money, you can't. Without money, you can't survive. And or unless you're a child, you're depending on your parents, yes. But if you're a grown-up, nobody can. Hakuna mtu anaweza kuweka kwake without working and just feed you and you're giving them nothing in return. So just send yourself, and whatever kind of work you're getting, pata, shikilia hiyo, like, fanya hata kama ni fagia. And I know that maybe you're learned and you're looking for this work, white collar job, and you land on something that you did not study for. Just do it, and God will open doors. Like, doors was zinajifungua out of nowhere, and you find yourself getting the kind of work that you've been wanting, that you've been praying for. Another thing is always staying at your comfort zone. Here, so many of us are falling on this, always staying on your comfort zone. Sometimes you're scared to try new things because maybe we are thinking like, tutapata wapi finances of starting this thing, and it's not wrong, it's true. And maybe sometimes we're staying at our comfort zone just because we want to stay there. Sometimes you have to go an extra mile, like, you have to push yourself harder. If you just stay there, like, you're doing this one thing and it's bringing in income, and you're okay with it, you're comfortable with it, there is no growth there. Like, we have to push ourselves. If it's starting a business, yes, you're employed and you start a business maybe of selling some snacks or selling clothes, good, go for it. If you're able to start up a business, go for it. If you're able to do something else that is income generating, go for it. Because staying at your comfort zone is where you invite poverty. When you stay at your comfort zone, poverty is always knocking, and you can't only rely on being employed. Sometimes when you're employed, you get so used to one place, like unazungukia to that one place, and you get so used to it, and it's not good. Sometimes we need to open our minds and think big and do big things, and through that, God is going to bless the works of our hands. Those are just a few of the points that I got, and they really opened my mind. I'm always a victim. Sometimes I tend to not to work hard. Like, sometimes I find myself staying in my comfort zone, and it's not good. Like, through reading that, I have felt so much empowered, and my eyes have opened in a way that I know that I can do more than one job. Like, I can work on something else. Even though I'm employed, I can work on something else that can bring in income. Like, you should try working on your hobbies. Like, you should try, like, just try something new, and you'll see the outcome. Like, nobody likes poverty, and our aim here in this world, we are like, my biggest that thing that pushes me to work hard, like to wake up and go to work and do all things that I do. I just want to beat poverty. I don't want poverty. Like, nobody wants poverty. Nobody wants poverty. Like me, I just don't want poverty. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes for me to beat poverty. And that's the spirit that we should have. Do whatever thing that it takes, as long as it is legal. Do it and beat poverty, 2023, let it be a year that you're going to say that regardless of anything, regardless of whatever people are going to say, regardless of the situation that I'm in, I'm going to stand up, get out of my comfort zone, and do this extra thing that I need to do for me to go a step ahead, like for me to get out of this thing that has been holding me behind. And with that, I hope you have enjoyed watching my video. I hope this video is going to be useful to you. Kindly share it with your friends. Share this video with your friends, and also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also comment down there what you think about this video, what you think about what I've shared. If it is of importance to you, kindly subscribe. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with those people that are close to you, and let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Like, my goal this year 2023, I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Leave alone the watch hours, the 4,000 watch hours. I'm still working on it, but my main goal this year, I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 700 and I'm at 771 subscribers. I'm not so far from getting to 1,000 subscribers, and I know that I'm going to make it. I know that my channel is going to grow, and it's with your support. So please subscribe to the channel, like my video, and also share it with your friends. I love you guys. See you on my next one.